Every so often we come across a really nice TV that just must be saved. It must be saved, and I'm going to show you how. Please note this channel is for YouTube only. If you see this content on TikTok or any other platform, please report it and let us know. Howdy. Hope you're well. It's Sunday. Quick reminder, doing a live one tonight at 8 o'clock, okay? I've never done a live one where I've broadcast. I'm going to do a live one. Normally I just walk into the workshop, sit down and go, I've got half an hour free, let's do a live one. But just to let everybody know, we'll do a live one for half an hour tonight. 8 till 9, we'll say. Talking about everything and anything we don't understand. This is a lovely TV. This was given to me by a subscriber who also bought a TV from me. He's also had one repaired, I believe. A lovely chap. But he doesn't want this anymore, but he doesn't want it to go to landfill because it's a 3D TV, and darn right too. There will be a time, and I don't think it's going to be that far away, when 3D will make a bit of a resurgence, a renaissance. And 3D was never fantastic. You know, there's a lot of fads in the TV world. 3D was one of them, and it caught on for about 2 years. Was it 3 years? Even Sky had a 3D channel. But still a lot of people that have bought a 3D player with 3D discs and can't use them anymore. So keeping 3D TVs going, I've always wanted one, and every time I make one, every time I repair one for myself, somebody wants to buy it. But this one, I'm only going to do a botch on this one. If it can be repaired, I'm guessing it's a backlight issue. These are well worth keeping going. The amount that have gone to landfill have been horrible for just a new set of LEDs. I haven't got a new set of LEDs for this, so I'm just going to find the fault or faults and repair them and get it back up. But I want to confirm that it is a backlight problem first, so let me plug in. It could be something else, but these never suffered with screen failures. These were made from the good old days, the good old times, when the screens were pretty solid. If it's a backlight failure on these, then I'm sure you know what happens straight away. I'll just swap cameras over, because what does happen is you just get a flick of the LG logo, and that is all. So let's just see if we get a flick of the LG logo. Let's switch some lights on. Well, I will switch all the lights out for this and see if it does it. So switching on now. And look at that. What did I say? Did you miss it? Did you blink and miss it? Did you? Okay, I'll switch it on again. There we go. And that's all you get. And a lot of people would have had this failure over the last 5 to 10 years. It's so common, and a lot of people would have just gone, we'll throw it away then. This is a 47-inch. It's a full HD TV with a Freeview HD tuner. And it's also got, which you can't see at that angle, but it's also got satellite input. LG were very good. I think they were one of the first to start it, and then everybody had to continue putting the satellite tuner inside. I don't think it was preset on this model, so you could find any satellite that was up there and tune it in and see what you wanted to look at. A lot of people love them for that. And I'll give you the model number. But if you've got any old LG backlit TV, they are always worth repairing. The LGs always were. Anyway, 47LA620V. The LA tells me that it's got the 3-volt strips inside. And there's probably just 1 or 2 gone. I mean, if there's going to be 5 or 6 gone, I'm going to have to wait and order some strips in, which I will do. I'll keep a set ready for when it fails again. But I want to keep a 3D TV, because I've got a 3D. I've got a couple of 3D Blu-ray players. I think I've only got one 3D Blu-ray disc, but I've got plenty of Blu-ray glasses, so I think it's going to be a fad sometimes, maybe just to have a play with it. The only difference between these and the LNs, they had the same backlight, but the LAs had 2 extra screws down here at the bottom, which did confuse a lot of people. People couldn't understand why they couldn't get the back off. You know, those silly people that always leave screws in. You know who I'm talking about. How very dare you. I don't think this TV has ever been opened up before. I think this is the very first time. So it's lasted very well. Mind you, I don't know when it faulted. I think it went faulty some time ago, maybe even years ago. This is from what, 2015? 2013. 2013. Wow, 12 years old. What was the month? November. So exactly 12 years old. Edit this bit out because I've left a screw in. Those idiots. No Bluetooth adapter on these. These normally had, there's a space for it just there, which I will show you. Now, when I say Bluetooth adapter, I don't mean so it can connect to a Bluetooth speaker or headphones. It never was that advanced. It was just for a Bluetooth remote. Some of these LGs came with a Bluetooth remote, so you've got the cursor that you could move around, and the Bluetooth device went in there. But not this model. But apart from that, I mean, these main boards on eBay go for serious money, because the HDMIs were never the most secure and they would fall out all the time. They're all looking good there. But anyway, we've got to go further. We've got to strip it down. Now normally I would take out these screen support clips from the other side, but I'm going to test the backlights first. Oh, I've got one that's fallen off. Could that be, where is that lens then? Oh, we've got 2 that have fallen off. Here are 2 lenses. Okay, there and there. That doesn't bode well. That probably means we've got loads. Let me put the LED tester on it, which means I've got to unplug the backlights if I haven't done so already. There we go. Yeah, that would be a better view. So let's do the bottom one again. Actually, we've got contacts through here, so let's try. There's that one there which is not too happy on the bottom. that could be... Hello? That could be causing a problem. What about this one? They're all working. Sometimes this causes my camera issues. I don't think it's frozen the camera yet. They all seem fine. I'm getting nothing here. Nothing there. What about this one? They are all lighting up. And this one? Yeah, they're all lighting up. Let me just go back to this middle strip. Maybe I didn't have a good enough contact. But no, it's not giving me anything on that middle one here. Lights coming on. So it looks like I'm going to have to take the reflector sheet off just to get a closer look at that middle one. One clip hiding under the main board. Some people would snap it off, but for just 2 minutes of your time and 5 screws, come on. If you're watching this video because you've got this TV and it's doing exactly the same thing, then this is the right fix for it. But what you will need to do is buy a brand new strip, either from eBay or AliExpress, and I will go and price them up. We're going to have a look at the end of this video how much they would cost for a brand new strip, because I will buy some from AliExpress for when it fails again. But this is just classed as a temporary repair, but sometimes you can do this sort of thing and it lasts years. Again, if you turn your backlights down in your menu settings, that really will help you, but at the same time it could last hours. For me it will last years, because I will probably switch this television on to twice a year, 3 times a year if that. But the next time it does go, I will know that I will have a full set of backlights ready to go. There's a lot more lenses popped off. Well, there's another 2 up there. So where have they gone then? I've got 2, but I need 3. Okay, I will sort that out in a moment. Which was the strip that was causing the issues? I think it was this one. Let's try again. Again, if the camera freezes up, I'm sorry, but some cameras don't like LED testers. That one is not lighting up. So I'm going to test them individually. Let's see if positive to positive there. They are all lighting up, as you can see. So the fault is not on that side. Let's have a look here. Hang on a minute, they're all working now. Have I got the wrong strip? Yes, it must have been this one, sorry. Yeah, right. So they're all working. And then it's one of these, so let's test individually. I will switch some lights out to make it a bit better for you. It'll go a bit blue. I think you'll see from there. So that should light up this one. Oh, sorry, I've switched my LED tester off. Let's try again. That should light up this one, and it does. 3 volts, 3.1, so that one is fine. You can see it lighting up. Let's see if number 2 lights up with it. And it does. That is fine. Number 3, is it going to be the one with the lens off it? No. That is fine. Number 4. Number 4 is fine. Well, ain't that straight? Oh, you can see that number 5's got a black spot on it. So it's that one. Now that's an L2. I've got a few things here, but I don't. Well, I've got an L2, but is it a 47-inch L2? No, I've got a 40-inch L2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same amount of backlights. Let me just see if I've got. What others have I got here? I've got an R2 for a 47. So that'll be basically this one. Oh no, that's for a 42. And I've got an L1. Sadly, it's an L2 that we need. One, two, three. Oh, that's only got 4. Which is the one that's got 5 on? Now, I could just stick that on there. Tell you what I'm going to do. Let me rip this one up, because it's no good. Let me stick in this brand new one, which is not the correct one. This is for a 42-inch, but it's got the correct amount of LEDs on it. I am going to have to short out this contact at the end, because you see the contact is open. But to make the circuit come back, I've just got to put a blob on that with a bit of solder. Because I was a little bit worried about one of the backlights here that was flickering. But I don't think the one that took a bit of time to come on, I don't think that is going to be our issue. So let me just short this out. My goodness. Okay, that is the biggest blob I've ever had to use. And I want to see now if the backlights will come on. Ooh, I can hear some more of the lenses that I need. So just to get me through, do they come on? Am I switched on? No, but I'm switching on now. You're seeing them dance a little bit. When they go up to full power, they may stop dancing, but they may not. So I've just put a strip from a 42-inch in there. It's got the same amount of backlight, so they'll all come on. I may have a little dark patch here, but I don't care about that, really. Actually, if I moved it to there, I wouldn't have a dark patch. So that's what I'll do. I'll just link a bit across here. So they're just going to be extended to the points here, and I'm going to put a little bit of solder on those points there. Again, temporary fix. A temporary fix which could last years. Right, so I've just extended them so the lights cover a better area. Just switching back on, you're going to see them dance a little bit, but they're on perfectly here, looking good. So that's going to be fine. All I need to do now is lift that up like that and disconnect the backlights. Because when I put this on, which is just there for a perfect fit, what isn't going to be a perfect fit is that, and I'm just going to stick it over. I don't want to cut the reflector sheet because I will purchase a proper set. So I'm just going to be sticking this down here. Well, I might as well. It's a brand new LED strip, so with a bit of awkward stickiness at the back. There we go. Again, this is not the way to fix it. This is not the way you will fix it, and take your gloves off, otherwise they get very sticky. But for now, that will just give me a much better light coverage. And I'm switching on again just to test. There we go. Switch back on again, final test before I start to put everything back together. They're all coming on. They're all looking good. Just got to glue some lenses back on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blimey now. Okay. I shall do that, and I shall see you when the TV is working. Okay, TV is on. Lenses are stuck down. No, the TV's not on, sorry. The TV is back together. I can switch it on, and hopefully we will see the LG logo. There we go. But it's just going to flicker in front of you. I haven't got it connected to anything because all my connections are 4K these days, so nothing much I can do about that. But there we go. Whoever had it on last had the backlight up at 100, but they had it at Eco. But that depends on the menu. The service menu, what you've got Eco set to. You can have Eco set to 100. But these are nice TVs. They're smart TVs and 3D TVs, but there's no smart functions left on it, or very few apps will be left working. But as I say, because of the flickering picture, I'll switch it off. But that's how you'd do a temporary fix. Of course, if you want to do a proper fix, then what you have to do is buy the original set. So we price them up for these. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, there we go. There's a brand new set at 22 quid. That's not the correct set. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, brand new. Is that the same person? No, similar. So 22, 23 quid. Yeah, there's some more here. But let's have a look at what are they called? AliExpress. So they're 14 quid. So they normally are about £10 or so cheaper, sometimes a bit cheaper than that. But they're up here at 14 quid. That's not the right ones. But of course you have to wait a week to 2 weeks for them. So up to you, 23 quid if you want them in a couple of days. If you want them within a couple of weeks and don't mind waiting, 14 quid for a brand new set. And because it's a 3D set, I've got to hold on to these. I mean, I'm not much of one just for HD TVs these days, but when they've got a little bit of a uniqueness to them, then yes, we must keep them going. And they're still stylish TVs, as you could see with that one. You know, it still doesn't look out of place in anyone's living room. It's just not a 4K TV. And you know, 4K is really, well, some people will say it's not. In fact, to a certain extent, I will say that 4K is not brilliant. the drop, I mean, the gain from standard definition to HD was brilliant, but from HD to 4K, nah, not so much. But yeah, we're all different. Anyway, they're not the ones. But it's back up and running for a bit, and the next time it fails, I'll put a brand new set in. Anyway, that's it. Got to go. Doing a live one later on tonight at 8 o'clock. Hope to see you then. Bye.